If you are an Aries, the energy surrounding you right now is not standing still. Something is in motion. Something is shifting in the weeks ahead, and the changes coming your way are not distant or abstract. They are close. They are personal, and they could touch every important area of your life before this month is through. Stay with me as we walk through 10 specific changes that could affect you in the days ahead. Change 1. The first change that could affect you later this month has to do with the way you communicate. You may notice that words come to you differently than they usually do. Conversations that would normally flow easily might require more thought, or the opposite may happen. You might find yourself speaking with a clarity and directness that surprises even you. Thoughts you have been holding inside for weeks or months may suddenly push their way to the surface, demanding to be expressed. This is not accidental. The energy moving through your sign right now is activating your throat, your voice, your ability to name what you feel and say what you mean. This can be beautiful and it can be uncomfortable, sometimes at the same time. Because the things that need to be said are not always the things that are easy to say. But the pressure to speak your truth is building, and resisting it will only create more tension. Let the words come. Let them be honest. Let them be imperfect. The conversations you have in the coming days may not be polished, but they will be real. And real is what changes things. Change 2. The second change involves your physical energy levels. You may experience fluctuations that feel unusual. Days of unexpected vitality followed by afternoons of deep fatigue. Mornings when you wake before the alarm with a sense of purpose, followed by evenings when all you want is to close your eyes and be still. These fluctuations are not random and they are not signs of something wrong. They are your body adjusting to a new energetic frequency. Think of it like tuning an instrument. There are moments of dissonance before the harmony arrives. Your body is finding its new rhythm, and the process requires patience. Do not push through the fatigue or waste the vitality. Follow what your body asks for in each moment. Rest when it says rest. Move when it says move. This is not laziness or unpredictability. It is wisdom. Change 3. The third change is financial. Not a dramatic shift, not a windfall or a crisis, but a subtle recalibration in how you think about money and resources. You may find yourself questioning a purchase you would normally make without hesitation, or you might feel drawn to invest in something you have been putting off, knowing in your gut that the timing is right even if the numbers do not make perfect sense. This financial intuition is sharpening right now. The energy of this month is asking you to look at your resources with fresh eyes, not with fear but with discernment. What are you spending your money on that no longer reflects your values? What are you holding on to that could be redirected towards something more meaningful? These are not just practical questions. They are spiritual ones. And the answers that come to you in the next few weeks may quietly reshape your financial landscape. Change 4. The fourth change touches your closest relationships. Someone important to you is going through their own shift, and that shift is creating a ripple effect that reaches you. You may notice a change in how they communicate with you, in what they need from you, in the energy they bring to your interactions. This is not about you doing anything wrong. It is about two people evolving at the same time, and the space between them adjusting to accommodate the growth. The key here is patience. Not the kind of patience that tolerates mistreatment, but the kind that recognizes that the people you love are human, that they are going through their own process, and that the temporary discomfort of adjustment is the price of a relationship that continues to grow rather than stagnate. Change 5. The fifth change is internal and has to do with your self-image. The picture you hold of yourself in your mind is being updated. Old images are fading and new ones are trying to take their place. You might look in the mirror and feel a disconnect between what you see and who you feel yourself to be. Or you might catch a glimpse of yourself in a window and notice something, a strength, a softness, a steadiness, that you had not recognized before. This updating process can feel disorienting because your self-image is the foundation upon which you build every interaction, every decision, every plan. When the foundation shifts, everything built on top of it trembles a little. But the new image forming is truer than the old one. It is closer to who you actually are, stripped of the distortions of old wounds and outdated beliefs. Let it form. Let the old picture fade without clinging to it. The person emerging in the new image is someone you will be glad to know. Change 6. The sixth change involves your daily routines. The structures that hold your days together are due for revision. What has worked for the past few months or years may begin to feel restricting. The morning routine that once felt anchoring may start to feel mechanical. The evening habits that once brought comfort may begin to feel hollow. This is not a sign that structure is bad. It is a sign that your needs have evolved beyond what the current structure can support. The coming days offer an opportunity to experiment, to try a new morning ritual, to adjust your bedtime, to add or subtract elements from your daily pattern until the structure feels like support rather than a cage. Small changes here can produce surprisingly large effects in your overall sense of well-being and alignment. Change 7. The seventh change has to do with something you have been putting off. There is a decision or an action that has been sitting on the edge of your awareness for weeks, maybe longer. You know what it is. You have been circling around it, finding reasons to delay, telling yourself the timing is not right. But the energy of this month is pushing that thing to the surface with increasing insistence. The delay is no longer serving you. Whatever you have been avoiding, whether it is a conversation, a commitment, a release, or a beginning, the cost of continuing to postpone it is now greater than the cost of facing it. This does not mean you need to act recklessly or without preparation, but it does mean that the preparation phase is over. The information you need is already in your hands. The courage you need is already in your heart. And the window that is open right now may not stay open indefinitely. If what you're hearing feels accurate, imagine what could happen if you applied this energy intentionally for 21 consecutive days. That's exactly what the 21-day program in the pinned comment is built for. Daily guidance, focused direction, and real momentum. If you're tired of staying in the same cycle, this is your structure. Change 8. The 8th change involves unexpected connections. Someone may enter your life or re-enter it in a way you did not anticipate. This person might bring information, perspective, or emotional support that arrives at precisely the right moment. It could be a stranger who says something that unlocks a thought you have been struggling to articulate. A former friend who reaches out after years of silence. A family member who reveals something about themselves or about your shared history that shifts how you understand your own story. These connections are not coincidences. They are confirmations that you are moving through a significant transition, and the universe is placing the right people in your path at the right time. Stay open. Stay receptive. The most important encounter of this month may come from a direction you are not expecting. Change 9. The 9th change is emotional in nature. There is a release coming. Something you have been carrying, a worry, a regret, a resentment, a grief, that has been sitting in your chest like a stone. It is ready to be set down. This release may come through tears, through a sudden wave of emotion that catches you off guard, through a dream that breaks something loose, through a moment of quiet contemplation where something just clicks, and the weight lifts without explanation. However it arrives, let it happen. Do not fight it. Do not judge it. Do not try to analyze it before it is finished. Some things need to be felt before they can be understood. And this release, whatever form it takes, is clearing space for something new, something lighter, something that could not enter your life as long as the old weight occupied its space. Change 10. The 10th change is about perspective. By the end of this month, you will see your life from a slightly different angle than you see it now. It will not be a dramatic transformation, not a complete reversal of how you understand your journey, but the angle will shift just enough to reveal something you could not see from where you were standing before. Maybe you will understand why a certain period of your life had to be so difficult. Maybe you will see a pattern in your relationships that explains a question you have been asking for years. Maybe you will recognize a strength in yourself that you had been dismissing as ordinary. Whatever the revelation, it will feel like coming home to a truth you always knew but never had words for. And that feeling, that quiet recognition of something true, is one of the most satisfying experiences available to a human being. Change 11. The 11th change relates to your sense of purpose. You may feel a subtle but unmistakable pull towards something. Not a grand calling, not a dramatic mission statement. Something quieter. A gentle tugging toward an activity, a cause, a way of spending your time that feels more aligned with who you are right now than what you have been doing. Follow that pull. Even if it does not make logical sense. Even if you cannot see where it leads. The fact that you feel it is enough to warrant attention. Purpose does not always announce itself with certainty. Sometimes it arrives as a curiosity, a whisper, an itch that will not go away. And the people who end up living their most fulfilled lives are the ones who learn to follow those whispers instead of waiting for the trumpets. Change 12. The 12th change is a growing awareness of your own resilience. Something in the coming days will remind you of how strong you are. Not through another trial or test, though those are always possible, but through reflection. Through a moment when you look back at everything you have survived, everything you have built, everything you have loved and lost and loved again. And you feel not pride exactly, but something deeper. A recognition of your own capacity that cannot be shaken by anyone's opinion or any external circumstance. That recognition is forming inside you right now, and it will crystallize into something permanent before this month ends. Change 13. The 13th change touches your creative energy. Whether or not you think of yourself as creative, there is a generative force stirring inside you right now. It wants to make something, to express something, to bring something into the world that did not exist before. It might express itself through cooking, through gardening, through writing, through the way you arrange flowers or tell a story or solve a problem. The form matters less than the impulse. Follow it wherever it leads, without judgment, without perfectionism, without the voice that says you are too old or too inexperienced or not talented enough. That voice is lying. The truth is that your creativity, fed by decades of experience and feeling, has never been more potent than it is right now. Some people watch, others transform. If you want to be in the second group, the 21-day guide in the pinned comment gives you a clear step-by-step process aligned with your sign. This isn't about waiting, it's about moving. Change 14. The 14th change involves your dreams for the future. Not the sleeping kind, though those may be active too. The waking dreams, the hopes, the quiet images of what your life could become if you let yourself want it. These dreams are becoming more vivid now, more specific, more urgent, as though they know that the energy available right now is particularly fertile ground for planting seeds. Do not dismiss them. Do not tell yourself that it is too late for dreams. Some of the most meaningful accomplishments in human history were begun by people who were told they had run out of time. And they proved that time is not measured in years but in willingness, in commitment, in the simple, powerful act of beginning. Change 15. The 15th change is about acceptance. Before this month is through, you will find yourself accepting something you have been resisting. Not giving up on it, not surrendering in defeat, but accepting it in the way that a river accepts the shape of its banks, flowing around the obstacles rather than trying to destroy them. This acceptance will feel like relief, like setting down a burden you forgot you were carrying because you had been carrying it for so long. And in that relief, you will discover that what you were resisting was not the thing itself. It was the energy you were spending on the resistance. The thing itself, once accepted, is far more manageable than the war against it ever was. Change 16. The 16th change is in the quality of your silence. The moments between events, the pauses between words, the spaces in your day where nothing demands your attention, and you are simply present. These moments are becoming richer, fuller, more nourishing, not because the world is quieter, but because you are learning to hear what the silence has to say. And what it says, if you listen carefully, is that you are held, that you are safe, that the universe, in its vast and mysterious way, has not forgotten you, and that the changes coming your way, every single one of them, are part of a story that is still being written. Change 17. The 17th change touches something ancient in you, a sense of connection to something larger than your individual life. Call it spirit, call it energy, call it the deep fabric of existence that holds everything together. Whatever name you give it, your connection to it is strengthening this month. You may feel it as a moment of awe, as a sudden gratitude so intense it brings tears, as a feeling of being part of something vast and beautiful and meaningful. Let yourself feel it. Let yourself be moved by it. That connection is not weakness. It is the source of every kind of strength. Change 18. The 18th and final change is the one that encompasses all the others. You are changing, not just in the ways we have discussed today, but in ways that are too subtle, too personal, too sacred to be captured in words. You are becoming more fully yourself with every passing day, shedding what no longer serves you, embracing what has always been true, growing into a version of yourself that honors both the fire and the tenderness, both the warrior and the healer, both the Aries who charges forward and the human being who sometimes needs to stand still. Everything we have explored today, all 18 changes, all the shifts and signals and subtle movements happening in your life right now. They are not separate events. They are pieces of the same transformation. A transformation that began long before this month and will continue long after it ends. But right now, right here, in this particular window of time, the changes are accelerating. The energy is concentrating. And you, with all your experience and all your strength and all your hard-won wisdom, are exactly the right person to receive what is coming. Trust that. Trust yourself. Trust the timing. And above all, trust that the changes you feel happening inside you are not disruptions. They are directions, pointing you toward a life that is more honest, more peaceful, more alive than anything you have known before. That life is not far away. It is forming right now. And all you need to do is keep walking toward it, one step at a time, one day at a time, one breath at a time. You have two options after this video: close it and hope things shift, or decide that the next 21 days will be different. If you choose the second, the structured 21-day transformation aligned with your sign is waiting in the pinned comment. The energy is already moving, the only question is whether you are.